Adventures of Narendra Modi. Once there lived a boy who was named K. One day he went to his grandmother's house as he was leaving for Australia for engineering. His grandmother was very happy to see him after a long time. As all other grandmas, she pampered him so much. Maid was so happy to see the green fresh lands and played a lot. It was evening and Kate asked his grandmother to tell him a story. His grandmother said she will tell the story named Adventure of Narendra Modi. Kate was excited and curious. His grandmother started narrating the story. One day, Narendra Modi was wandering in his house thinking if he could go back to the past and help a king of a kingdom. After a few days, Modi got an idea to visit a great scientist of India. The next day, Modi woke up so early and was eager to visit the scientist. He reached the scientist. The scientist heard the wish Modi wanted from him. The scientist agreed and gave him a potion. He also told him whenever he wanted to return back to this time, he has to drink the potion. In the meanwhile, time will be paused until you return. Modi was very happy and took the potion, sat in the time machine, and went to the time of Mughal rulers. When Modi reached Delhi through a time machine, he was astonished by the dressings of people, etc. Akbar the Great was ruling Delhi and Modi decided to go to the palace. Soon he reached the palace. Everybody in the palace was shocked by his dressing and the way he talks, including Akbar the Great. Then Akbar asked who he was and why he came here. Then Modi said, I came from the 20th century and I wanted to warn you that Aurangzeb would be your last powerful ruler of this Mughal dynasty and his successors will be so weak. They will start breaking the kingdom and next European competitors will rule this kingdom and take all the wealth from here and use it in their country. Akbar at first did not believe, but if it may happen like that, then the dynasty would be destroyed. So Akbar asked for a solution and said whoever would tell the solution would be rewarded. Modi suddenly got an idea. He said, we in our world have a system called democracy, and then started to explain about democracy. Then he said that this will be the only way to save your kingdom. He even said that from now onwards you have to allow girls to go to school. In every class, explain the strength of unity through stories and poems. Akbar was satisfied and happy for Modi's reply and rewarded him. Then Modi was satisfied with his adventure and wanted to return and came home delightedly. The end, his grandmother said. Kate was thinking about the story. Then he told his grandmother that if India would be just like in the story, India would look in a different way. His grandmother smiled, and then his grandmother told him to sleep as it is already midnight.